Hi beloveds, this is Ashiana Love coming in to you from Egypt, and I've just been guided to share these messages because many people have been reaching out to me and asking what to do in this time, and I've been watching a lot of people's responses and what's happening and where we're going. And I've been sitting here, I'm currently in Egypt, in Cairo, and out my window there is a distance of the pyramids and the Sphinx, and just feeling like we are all exactly where we are meant to be in this time. So no matter where you are, just trust that you are perfectly placed exactly where you need to be. Trust that you have everything that you need. Trust that you're on the earth point exactly where you needed to be in this time. That in this time, yes, there are many things happening. Yes, there are many options. There are many possible outcomes that could happen at this time. There's a lot of panic. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of anxiety. But it's more important now, more than ever, to actually really align our energy, to come into our center, and to do whatever you can to keep your vibe high. Do whatever you can to maintain your center. This is the time to really put to use the tools, the practices, all the teachings that you've been learning. We came for this time. We incarnated for this time on the planet. Many of us have known that great shifts were about to happen. Many of us have been here for this awakening, for this planetary upgrade, for this planetary awakening, this reset that's going on now. Now, we don't know how it's going to happen. We didn't know what was going to happen, but many of us have known that there needs to be some changes on this planet. That the earth that we've been living in is not sustainable. We've been polluting our waters, we've been polluting our air, we've been living lives that are not in congruence and in harmony with the templates of earth, with the templates of creation. So it's time for humanity to really just sit in this time of lockdown, in this time where the coronavirus is going out, and there's many theories on the coronavirus, and you can go down many rabbit holes on what this actually is. But all we can do is use it to actually create more love. Because when we tune into fear, we're just going to create and ripple that fear and that anxiety. When we tune into all the possible outcomes and look at what can happen, what if every one of us actually sat here and chose love? What if every one of us actually sat where we are on the earth, in our places, in quarantine in this time, to actually use this time to center, to go deeper within, to actually find the buried treasure that is inside of us. It's not outside. We're not going to get it by keeping going on in this rat race of the world, with greed, with separation, all the chaos and everything that's going on in the world. And I don't need to name it. We all know what is going on. And we all know that something had to stop. So right now, we're sitting here in this time of stopping. This has been a big system shutdown. And for whatever the reasons, for whatever the stories, let's use it to our highest and best good. Let's come together even more while we sit in isolation, while we sit in quarantine, and realize the connectedness of all of humanity, of the whole world, of all the earth and the creatures, the waters, the skies, the airs. We've been looking at some of the things that are happening. The earth is healing. The waters are returning. There's less pollution. There's more animals coming out. The ozone layer. All of these things. It's like, let's really tune in to what we want to see when we come out of this reset. Let's tune into the systems, the operations, the things that what kind of world we really want to live in, and how can we make those changes from inside this place of, yes, we're in isolation, Yes, we're in separation, but we will come out of that. And when we come out of that, let's come out into a bigger and brighter world. Let's come out with more care, more compassion, even more intimacy and more depths of understanding for the ways that we want to see in the future. Let's really create these changes that we all know that we're here for. There are many tools that many people have been using and learning, and it's like all the workshops, all the trainings that we've been to in the years, all the inner work that we've done, the outer work that we've done. Now is the time to put it to use. If you're in a good place inside, be in that place. If you have tools and wisdom to share, now is the time to share it with the world. There are many people out here that may not have been doing as much work as you have. And it's time now to share your gifts with those people that might be struggling, that might be in anxiety, in fear. Their worlds might have fallen apart. They might have lost their jobs, their world, their reality, their identity. Everything is crumbling right now. And there are many people that need your help. There are many people that need simplest of tools that you may know that you might have been using to keep their vibration high, to even upgrade in this time, to maybe even go through spiritual awakenings, to grow, to learn, to become even more resilient. There's many tools, there's mantras, there's prayer, there's altars. I'm going to be sharing a lot more just on some things for specific purposes that I know that I've gone through when I've been in times of isolation, whether that be in ashrams or whether that be in the middle of the city. I've spent much time in isolation and actually going in, and from that place we can grow so much. That's been some of where my deepest work has actually happened on the planet, on the inside. So we're all having to turn in. So I had a dream the other night, and about a week before that I'd been searching down different rabbit holes of fear and looking at all the agendas and looking at all the things, and was actually like quite in a state, looking at the world and where some people are at and what could potentially happen. And after Huna Flash and some other Hunas did a ceremony on the virus, I had a dream that I was in the virus and I was also in the earth, and I was unplugging from the fear grid and plugging into the love grid. And this is what is being called and asked for each one of us, to really go deep now, to do the inner work, to do the outer work on the collective. But it all starts inside. So it's time to clear your fears, clear your anxiety. It might be time to look at your shadows. It might be time to go deep within, to heal, to resolve some things that have been happening in your life. It might be time to look at the reality that you're living in and look at how you'd really like to live. What are your relationships like? Where is your community? What values do you have, and how strong do they hold up? So it's time to come even more into your purpose. It's time to come even more into your passion, into your pleasure, and even more into your prayers. And to be really grateful for what you do have. Because right now, yes, there's a lot of things that we don't have for many of us, and probably mostly all of us that are watching this and hearing and listening to this. Our plans have changed. It's quite a miraculous thing that's going on the planet right now. So let's use this for reset. Yes, let's use this to go deep within, to find the love, to heal the wounds, to bring up all of those places that might have been held or in fear or not wanting to move forward, and to really accelerate our growth. And let's connect more than we've ever connected before. Because right now, be grateful for what we do have, yes. If you have a roof over your head, if you have running water, if you have food, if you have comfort and a warm place to sleep, give thanks. Right now we have internet, we have the place to connect globally. There are many, many, many initiatives that are now being set up, many miracles, many people that have bringing their work into the world even more stronger now online. Many this is the time to do global meditation, global dance, global mantras, global singing. Let's do whatever we can to raise our vibe and to connect. And once your vibe is raised and once you're in an okay place, if you're not, reach out and seek the support. Turn to every single tool and practice and if they're not working, reach out to others that know the way. I know many things that have helped me and soothed me, especially in this past week when I went down this little bit of a fear path, is music. Put on a track list and play, dance, yoga, tai chi. There's so much available on the internet. Read an inspiring book. Focus on something positive. Meditate, pray. This is the time where if you've been doing a lot of work, put it to use. And if you haven't done enough work, now is the time to do the work. Now is the time to actually go in and really up-level and upgrade our systems, because we are coming into a new operating system on this planet. So let's use this. Let's cast away the fear, the anxiety, the old paradigm that wants to tap our energy in that way. And let's come together in love, in celebration, and up level and uprise together in this place. So I'm going to be sharing more videos on some specific techniques, some guided meditations. There's messages from the star beings that want to come through, and just grateful to be here right now. And me personally, I'm not in my preferred ultimate environment. I would love to be in a community and in nature, but right now, Spirit has me here in the middle of the city in Cairo. And I just have to give thanks that this is where I'm meant to be. And you are exactly where you're meant to be. Whether you feel like you've got it together or you're not, whether you feel like you're ahead, behind, there's always going to be more people that are more ahead or more behind than you. So reach out to those that maybe are ahead of you and ask for support. Find out what they're doing. How can we get even more sustainable, more abundant? Because yes, the systems are collapsing. The economy's falling. We are never going to be the same after this. There are many things that may want to be implemented that we can stand up for that which we do want to see on this planet. For the changes that we know have to make place. So whatever it is, share your gifts with the world now more than ever. And even if that's just sitting at home in your space and keeping your vibe high, raising your vibe, if that's all you can do, that's enough. And if you have the resources and the skills to reach out, to share, to help many, if you have things that would help people out there, please share. Because while you might be in a tribe of high, amazing beings that have all the evolutionary epic tools, there are people out there in the world that don't. And they need your help. They need your support. Things that might be simple to you, that you might be doing in everyday, simple daily practices make the world of difference. Structure, prayers, teach people that may not be there how to do these things. Whatever it is, sing your songs, write your poetry, dance, create new, even ideas, geniuses. It's time to get together and really alchemize all across the globe, because we know what has to be changed. So let's do it. This is Ashiana Love, and I will be sharing more on YouTube and on my website, and I have many online courses available that feels like they've been preparing for this time. And while you're sitting at home, if all you can do is go into self-growth, then this is a miraculous time to do that. Do all the things that you've been wanting to do, that you've been waiting to do, that you've been pushing away. Now is the time to rise and shine in your light more than ever before. And if you can't do it for yourself, do it for all the children that are coming. Do it for your family. Do it for all those out there that may not be as lucky as you are, that may not even have a roof over their head, that might not have food to eat. Do it for all those beings. Let's do it for the planet, let's do it for ourselves, and let's do it for each other. And let's connect more globally. I'm also going to be sharing so much about, how we can raise our vibe together. There's global meditations happening, there's epic things being shared, there's awareness, there's, this is the time of apocalypse. Apocalypse means to release the veils. We are seeing what is truly going on. So let's unite even more from our homes, from our sacred space. Unite from your heart. Unite from your whole essence and energy system. Tune into the oneness that we are. And we will hug again. We will love again. We will dance and celebrate again. We will be able to go to cafes and go to bands and hear good music and go to festivals and all the things that we know. Some may even return to work. Some may even have big life-changing experiences that put us on different paths from here on in. So wherever you're at, just know and trust that you have everything that you need. And if that's on the internet, if that's to reach out to someone, to support, now's a great time to get sessions, to go into deep healing, to really look at the stuff. Look at when you sit by yourself, when you sit inside, a lot of stuff can rise. So have a look at what's rising for you and see where you're at. This is a time of great reflection. And share your gifts with the world. I'll see you in some of the other videos, and I'll see you in the heart frequency of love, and I'll see you in the new paradigm that we're creating right here, right now, in that place of miracles. Because we are coming into the highest destiny universe, and there is no other choice. So let's make that and let's create that happening. I'll share more about vibration and energy and frequency and a whole lot of other things. Many tips to clearing anxiety and stepping out of the fear matrix. So I'll see you there. Be in love.